this
I'm
this
very
afternoon
glad
and this
to be
evening.
here, Sheldon.
And we start with the under 48 kilo category, and it was one of the kind of a picks, I suppose. Kayla was talking about how much Nathalia Brigida had come on, and
I'm picking Brigida for the final.
yeah.
I am. I'm gonna go with the wild card here.
Okay. Csernoviczki Eva is her opponent, the bronze medalist from
she does scare me though.
Olympic
I did say
Games.
that earlier.
She's looked so comfortable. Moves nicely, nice and upright, good, strong, attacking judo, and I don't know, maybe that will play into Brigida's hands, because she's had a couple of counters early today that put scores on the board. So maybe she's a good counter puncher.
She may not be ready for the
rough and tumble of Csernoviczki.
And you know, she's a grown woman too. She's strong. She knows her judo. She's comfortable. She's experienced.
Yeah.
And Natalia's just coming up, so she's still got a lot of growing to do in terms of her judo, I think.
Knocked out the #1 seed. We mentioned that earlier on. Defeated Darius Mestre Alvarez of Cuba in the second round. They both had byes, so their first fight, out goes the Cuban. That was a real turn up in the book. Look at Alvarez just over to the left-hand side. Your nemesis. Man.
Oh, no. No.
Hey, you cannot believe.
I haven't been in 70 long enough to have any nemesis.
Yeah, but that has given us so much copy, so much to write about and to focus on. We keep following it. We follow that like, whoa, round 2. Round 2 was pretty good, though.
It was good.
Yeah, round 1 wasn't that good.
No, round 1 wasn't good. Round 2 was okay, but then round 3.
Look forward to the next installment of the Alvar Harrison saga.
You and I both. Believe me, you and I both.
She doesn't. Underrated, I think, is the word that I would apply to Alvar. We're sticking with Alvar just for a minute, because she's standing about 10 meters in a kind of intimidatory pose. She's you know, I kind of asked myself, what's she doing here? You know, she just wants to be around, show her face.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd say to her.
She is definitely underrated. I will give you that.
And when somebody, because that's what sparked me to write this article about the under 70 kilo categories, when somebody said, you know, they didn't have, you know, tough players in it. I was thinking, well, the kids won a world championship and an Olympic bronze medal.
Right.
You know,
right.
How does that not account to a tough fighter?
Right, exactly.
So I think,
and a lot of people wrote her off after she won the Worlds. They said it was a fluke and this
and then look at
that.
the other things that she did.
Right, exactly. And she just continued to progress, and she continued to just climb, I felt. And her judo got better, and she adapted to the rules.
Yeah,
she's
the real deal.
She is absolutely.
Yeah, she's one of them up there. And there's we had this conversation a while ago, and I think we picked out, you know, sort of 8 to 10 names of people that were in the mix. We're not saying these are the greatest or whatever, but these are people that you got to look at.
Right.
You know, these are 8 or 10 people that you
have to
look at. Exactly. After that, you know, you want to think, well, I've got the beating of that one or whatever, or I feel, you know, I can manage that one. 8 or 10 of them, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if this one beat that one or that one beat that one. You know, it's tough there. 70 kilos is going to be a really interesting weight category.
I agree.
And we can't wait for your return.
Ditto, Sheldon.
We'll keep an eye on it for you.
Thanks.
No score yet.
Nope.
2 minutes to go. Csernoviczki with the slightly more dominant grip there.
Oh. I don't know
not going to score. Not going to score that. American referee in the middle, and the advice coming from the big man. That is a big guy.
It sure is.
Actually, he's not as big as the other
big guy,
Rafael Silva. Whoa.
Monster.
Huge.
Nice attacks.
We're going to be back here in August for the Cadet World Championships.
Excited for that.
Well, I'm not sure if you know how you'll be fixed, but if you're, you know,
oh, I'll be here.
If you're mobile, and we'd be delighted
Yeah.
to have you back. That makes an incredibly interesting tournament with you know really young.
I'm excited
fighters
to
up
see
and
it for
coming.
the
Yeah.
first time. Yeah, I would. You know, it wasn't around in my day.
Yeah. Now you feel old.
But it would, yeah. I'm excited that such a big tournament is going to be on U.S. soil. I think that.
Yeah. Well
these are
done
all
to
good
USA
things.
Judo.
Yeah, exactly. All good things.
For me, that's a real demonstration that the USA is a major player now on the international circuit. They applied a while ago for the Cadet World Championships. You don't do that unless you are serious
right.
About it. Now they've got a Grand Prix on home soil. That's a big step up for USA Judo, and irrespective of what has been said about your CEO in the past, because it's open knowledge, there's no secrets. Everybody at home can read what has been out there on the internet and various things said about him. There's that old adage, that English adage, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and just look at it. Look at what's happened to USA Judo. I'm not going to lay everything at his door and say that he's responsible for it, but it has happened on his watch.
It certainly has. It certainly has.
And we're here in Miami at a Grand Prix. The Cadet World Championships are coming here, and we've had the best Olympic Games that the USA have ever had. And we're sitting here with an Olympic champion, and we could have had 2 more medals, one of which we'll gloss over quickly, but one of which it was so close.
Very close.
Was that close. The best fighter to leave London without a medal was Travis Stevens.
Hands down.
And I'm not saying that because Anna's listening. Anna Stevens, if you are still listening, hi out to you. But he's a favourite of mine, so there you go. Brigida, I think you're absolutely correct. This is just that little bit too tough.
Just a little too much out of her.
And she hasn't been outclassed at all. She's given a good account of herself.
She's right there. She's on the cusp.
And, I'd be kind of afraid if I was the #1 at 48.
In Brazil, I would be too.
I think that may just have changed. And what we were talking about, you have to wait a long time, months or a year before you grow and everything. In one tournament, that could have been done with this performance. This is the best performance for an under 48 kilo category fighter from Brazil that I've seen for a long time. Really.
Agreed.
Well, Csernoviczki held on, didn't she?
She did.
Skin of her teeth. And she shook her head there like, yeah, that's not what she wanted. She didn't want to win it that way, and she'd, okay, she's going to take the medal. But,
that just makes me respect her even more.
But she shook her head, no smile. There's no celebration. And another shake of the head.